Morning, folks. We're running a little crazy this morning, dealing with StreamYard and other stuff. And give me just a second to put that call back in to people here on Facebook to try to get them in. There we go. He's in the house. Facebook is public. Sorry about that, folks. We were jabbering and Facebook apparently kicked us into a bizarre room. So welcome to Cmics by Night. We're just waking up here. Sorry. Not enough coffee, folks. That's all I know. And hopefully Glenn will be here in a second. And we get this underway. Here we are. We are live, Glenn. So
okay.
Just in case.
Yep.
Folks, come on in, folks. We were late. I know we're late, but we see you out there. We got jabbering. I lost track of time. It's my fault. And then we went to start the show and found out that StreamYard had kicked us over into a private room. So I guess they figured that we needed that privacy as opposed to going live. But anyway, we're live now. Chat is open over there. We're glad you're here. Somebody's in the house this morning, and we're glad you're here. So thanks for coming on. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman, ArrowComics.store, editor-in-chief, kind of, of Arrow Comics. Arrow Comics is a comic company of independent creators who do their own work. Yeah, over at ArrowComics.store, you can find Hero Bot Zero. You can find copies of The Fool available. Calico of Shard is also available over there. All books that I created and wrote, some with different artists. And also only over at ArrowComics.store right now, you can find a copy of Alice in Chains. Excuse me, Alice in Chains. Kind of a horrific story of a young woman who breaks out of her test tube and escapes from her lab, finds out she can shoot little chains and with hooks on the end of them out of the palms of her hands. It's a comedy. No, not really. It's kind of a horrific book, and we hope you enjoy it. It's the first Arrow 3G book. Not meant for kids. Also, Paragon's over there as well, which is a great superhero tale with artwork by J.R. Harris. And there's a lot more coming to the store, so go over there and take a look. Everything that's on the store, that's posted on the store, is ready to be shipped out immediately. So it's already on hand in-house, and you don't have to worry about a long wait. You will have to wait, but maybe not a long one. Also joining me this morning is Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer. If you go to Amazon, you can see and buy, if you want to, 10 or 11 books by me. But the most relevant to this show is my book about my visits to see Jack Kirby at his home a couple of times in the late 80s and early 90s. You can read all about that. I am also an artist, and I draw Hatch, and you can get this Hatch annotated book on Fund My Comic right now. This is my character, and I'm also a publisher, and I publish Comics Unlimited magazine, which is generally around 100 pages every so often, every time it comes out, which features comics. So go to Amazon, go to New Haven Publishing, put my name in Google, and you'll find lots of things.
All right. And once more, the chat's open, folks. So you're welcome to join in. All you want. We're going to be looking at some more great Wally Wood today. The book, Wally Wood's Strange Worlds of Science Fiction. Back out just a little bit more. I'm going to be adjusting my camera for a second here. Still not quite awake. There we go. How does that look, folks?
That's it. That's brilliant. Yep, that's brilliant.
Strange Worlds of Science Fiction. Published by Vanguard Publications. You can still get this book right now over at Amazon. Maybe a few other choice stores or Vanguard's personal site, where we can't recommend that publisher highly enough, because the quality of work here is top notch, especially considering he's shooting off of the actual comic pages. So,
wow.
Great stuff.
Where do you find those?
I don't know. Well, no, I mean off of comic
Oh,
books.
off the published.
Off the printed page. I think he is at least.
Right.
It's beautifully done, though. Very great space opera type material. And some of it a little crazy. It's 1950s here, folks. We're going to start with Earthman on Venus. That's a story published in 1951.
Look at that lovely lettering on that title. Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah. And that beautiful faded tone here, too.
Yeah, fantastic.
As well. If they didn't get that mechanically, somebody went to some great trouble to get that right.
Yeah. It's when people have pride in the work, you see.
There you go. Yep.
They made it worth looking at, you know.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh dear.
She's being attacked by ants. Hand, not hand, but mechanical lettering here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
done
we discussed that last week, didn't we? Those
little
machine
drawing template that you line up and put the proper. That way, everything's uniform and readable. Though it does take a lot of the personal touch away. So
yeah, it's sort of halfway between typesetting and hand lettering, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Get that tone here. Just the colors on this are rich, nice and rich. Love them. Love this stuff, even though it's wordy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
a lot of script work.
That's odd. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead. No, you go. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say on that second page there, it's really odd to see a Wally Wood page with the center with the text. You're sort of losing a panel, isn't he?
Here,
just for the text.
Here?
And that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unusual layout for him.
Yeah, it is. This is really quite a verbal story. Here, there's a lot of narration going on.
Who's written this?
I'm not sure.
Is it adapted from the book?
I don't think so. Why is there a book about
look at page 1 of that. Yeah, that's it. It says it's by Ralph Milne Farley. So
yeah, that's probably a fake name though.
Right.
He doesn't ring a bell, and we know that it's Wood. Let me check the contents page here and see if they mention any writing credits. This might all be Wood at this point.
Right.
Let's check here. 65, 67. '83. Earthman of Venus, published Avon Publishing. No, just says it's from 1951. So
okay.
If there is a separate writer on this, he is anonymous. And again, folks, chat's open this morning. Feel free to chime in if you'd like. And Rex, we don't know where you are. You're probably sleeping in this morning.
It's got those horrible thick borders on again on the panels.
It does.
I don't like those. I don't think it works at all.
I think it's a sign of the times, though.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the 50s stuff were like that.
Yeah, we've been looking at a lot of that stuff recently.
Mm-hmm. Now, we won't be doing that this Sunday. We'll be looking at some 40s material.
Good.
1940s. Great Planet Comics coming up on Sunday Funnies.
Look at this. Imagine a wasp that size coming through your window.
Yeah, really. Having to deal with spider webs.
Yeah. What does he say there? I believe he's trying to be friendly like a big dog. Think I'll call him Doggo. Doggo.
A gigantic bee. Can it be true that a moment ago I was glad to be tree-free of the ant-men? He came just in time. Another second, I'd have been food for that horror. It's a pity he's caught. I'm a fool, but I can't help it. He'll probably repay me by running that stinger clean through me. He didn't touch me,
Wow.
bless. Guess he's been through plenty of battles. Look at that scar. And he's missing a leg. I'd show him if I ever saw him again. I got to get food soon or I'll collapse. Can't grab some tree there. Can't hang on anymore. Too weak to struggle. Might as well give up. I'm all in. Said can't get out no strength. Yeah, doggo, you're a sight for sore eyes. I'd be happier to see anybody. But where my own mother? You don't hear a thing I've said, do you? Yeah. And of course he doesn't, because he's thinking the whole thing. Yeah.
Right. Well, they didn't want him talking to himself, did they?
Nice thought balloons, though, all the way through here. Oh, he's speaking there, but everything else is just kind of thinking. The ant's probably telepathic, though, and understands him anyway. Yeah.
He's probably going to eat him in the end.
Yeah.
It's still not quite Wally Wood, is it? You know, the Wally Wood we know. Still, you can see it, but it's not quite there yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of a big amount of hints working there, but yeah, you've got a bit of a heavy hand ink in here, but it looks great.
Wally Wood just can't wait to draw the girl, can he?
No. So it's like all of this narration here, this exposition going on, and then I get to draw the girl. So it's long vertical panel. Yeah.
And he's on page 6 already, and he's only just got to the girl. I bet they ring him up and say, "Wally, we got this job." No, I can't. I'm not interested. There's girls in it. Well, okay.
Yeah, send it. Okay. It's about a man and his aunt. Man, I don't want to draw old ladies. Wrong kind of aunt. It's more than one girl here too.
All right. Oh well.
She's afraid of me, but why? She's fainted. Doggo, quick, blast it. They can't hear me. It's because he's not talking. Keeps thinking. No monster. No wonder she fainted. This beard, I have no wings or antennae. My hair is long. I must have appeared like a freak or a wild beast. He's thinking he was a wild beast. There's only some way to talk to him. If he opens his mouth. Last, I questioned Doggo closely.
Doggo.
The ant's reading. Here we are. I was overlooked when Doggo told me that the plant was at the university in the city moon, and that he would take me to his superior for a transfer. If I only knew what they were saying. This silence drives me crazy.
I'd have called him Anthony.
Doggo will go with me. I'll be able to talk to her now. I know I will. I can't fail. I must be right. Yeah. So that's when he takes him to the giant colony and they tear him to shreds.
Oh,
right?
Well, he's lost his trousers, that guy.
Wow, here's a chapter 2. He shaved at least. That looks more human. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll have a friendlier face now.
Well, he'll be really handsome now, won't she? She'll like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's talking to him now. She mustn't know what, mustn't like beards.
They hooked him up to a machine.
With no trousers.
I know you can't hear me, but I have calculated rightly it won't be long before we'll be attuned to each other. Oh, they had to tune into each other. So what's the frequency kind of thing? Yeah. Special guest appearance by Conan the Barbarian down here.
Look at him standing on that well at the left.
Yeah.
Precarious, isn't it?
Just waiting for somebody to run around yelling, "This is Sparta," and kick his butt in. Yeah. William Pace in the house. Thanks, William, for stopping by. Hail nerds, freaks, and geeks. We can't thank people enough for watching our last episode. Our last episode was our most watched Comics by Night to date. We deeply appreciate you stopping by. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let us know if there's something that you want us to cover and go over. Be happy to do that as well. We're actually a little light on staff this morning. Rex is probably sleeping in, and Russ can't make it as our usual group. But we've got some great Wally Wood to show you anyway. Strong antenna.
Oh dear.
This guy's name is Math Lab.
Yeah.
Almost like Meth Lab. He died. Oh.
Oh, he must be after the girl.
No longer will you be the pet of Formaya. I will crush your head like a. Just let him go. I shall finish both of you, doggo. No, you shall not leave this room alive. Major fight. There we go. Here's a little bit more open, a little bit more wood looking here.
Yeah. Fight
doesn't last long, but this girl's got antennae. So.
I doubt Doggo would say your number is up. He's chopped his head off.
Probably.
Just what an ant would say, isn't it? Your number's up, pal.
I've been watching some gang films, gangland films. Your number is up. Up's not even a number. Double crosser, I ought to kill you on the spot. I know. I know it was. I know it was. It was I that hired the Ant-Man to kill you. And now I need your help. We must rescue Lila and return her to Cupia. Very well. For her, I would do anything. What are your plans? They make a plan to free her, and I guess it works. All would have been well if our machine hadn't developed gyro trouble. I can't make her go straight. What's wrong with it? Gyroscopes are slowing down. If you don't stop, we'll turn over. Them and their poor ships. Look at that crash. It's a mighty small sound effect for such a big explosion. We could have put that right over here, made it a little bigger.
Yeah.
Just looks, like it had to be there. So Wood just, I'll make it as small as I have to. And he threw the word balloon in behind the crash too.
Yeah. I wonder if it was added later, the crash bit.
No, it looks like his lettering.
Right.
It looks like all the other Wood sound effects that he's done. Probably part of the artwork. He probably added the balloon in here in his inking stage. Yeah. Again, this might be something that was lettered first or lettered second, and or lettered after the finished ink art and just pasted in.
Yeah.
As far as we know. That might have been a little rough to do. They probably lettered that on the page.
Yeah, it looks to me like the balloons have been put on and then the type has been put into them rather than worked out together.
Yeah, it does, because there's a lot of wasted space.
Yeah,
on some of
horrible, aren't they? Not good at
not
all, really.
Not the best job, but
no.
It is but the 50s. So 70 years ago.
Wow. It's frightening.
Yeah.
There's always there seems to be a theme through a lot of science fiction where they live underground and they always break out and it's beautiful out there and they didn't realize.
Yeah,
Like
that's kind of a trope. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Logan's Run, you know, that's like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Logan's Run, they had many generations go through, so they could. The population was dumbed down to a belief system.
Do you know what always made me laugh about Logan's Run? Speaking of that, was at the beginning when the titles come up, it says what's he called, York or something, the guy, and Jenny Agutter.
Michael York.
Yeah, Michael York, Jenny Agutter, and then it said old man, and it was what's he called, Peter Ustinov. It said old man. So you thought, oh well, Peter Ustinov's in it, he's good. And then as soon as it came on and you realised that we're killing people before they were 30, you realised that they were going to find an old man.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't.
Best thing I remember about Logan's Run, though, are the costuming and the side boob.
Yeah. Yeah.
That girl was pretty.
She's nice, yeah.
Very cute. Logan's Run, long before anybody's most of our viewership's times. Yeah.
This certainly must be then. That was 1976, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's why we like showing this stuff off. It's so few people have actually seen this material.
Yeah, I've never seen this particular Wood work before.
I haven't. Other than the book, I haven't seen it either. But like I said, it's a hell of a read. It's very, very wordy for a comic book story. But back then, there was a heavy narration over everything. So.
It's very Trigon Empire type of thing, isn't it? Where they sort of dress like Romans type of thing.
Yeah, it is.
But
only there's talking
technology.
Yeah, only there's intelligent ants in it too.
Yeah. Called Doggo.
Well, here the ant's talking to him. So, Doggo, what will they do to me? One of two things: use you as food for the baby ants, or throw you into the valley of howling stones. Either means death. To be tossed into the valley of howling stones.
Cheers, Doggo.
Yeah. Nay, may I not say a word in my defense? I only freed a girl who you held against her will. Stop. I now pass sentence. Feed him to the larvae. Wait, your majesty, we must remember the prisoner is neither Cupian,
yeah,
or Formian. His flesh may be harmful to the young. I suggest the other punishment. Very well. Let him be cast into the valley of howling stones. Oh no. It's like Rolling Stones, only noisier.
I'm going to say the sister band to the Rolling Stones.
Yeah. Like the Rolling Stones, only louder. The next day, after being permitted to write a farewell letter to Lila, I was taken to the dreaded valley. What's down there, Doggo? No. We only know that no one has ever escaped. It's maddening din. D-I-N. May you be the first. There's an entire little novel here with this. Yeah. Going on page 8, 16 and 17. Yeah. Roar.
I'm sorry I had to end this way. Goodbye. Goodbye, Doggo.
Got to get out. My head is bursting. It's killing. He bumped his head.
Dumbo.
When I regained consciousness, there was dead silence. Am I deaf? What happened? Whatever it is, it's a relief from that terrible noise. No wonder it killed people. Going to the other side of the valley, I scaled the steep walls, determined to reach Cupia and Lila. I'm out. Now, if I can get to Cupia without being caught by the Ant-Men, I may yet stay alive. There we are, folks. Everyday problems.
Oh dear. He's learning his trademark legs, isn't he, Wally Wood, on this trip? The legs are coming through.
Yeah.
Because he had quite chunky ones in the first panel. Now he's slimmed down a bit.
It's getting a little, well, he's still got chunky legs here.
Yeah, I'm talking about the hero guy.
Yeah. It's getting into more heroic proportions.
Yeah. Yuri. Of course you're going to find somebody called Yuri, aren't you? The Ministry of Work. What's all that about?
Penqui? What is that? Wang Dal Prison. Mango Jailer. Oh, it's a jailer? Yes, it is. The next street, just behind this building. Yuri, you. Penqui, arrest that man and take him to the Mangul.
It's a policeman. There's a little thing at the bottom of the panel. It says Pinqui policeman on the second panel where he's pointing at the bottom. Can you see it? Bottom under his feet there. It gives you the translation. He's a policeman. Yeah. It looks like a policeman.
He looks more like Voltan from Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
He just
needs on the trousers.
Just needs proper wings.
Like he said, if he speaks to me, you or anyone, strike him in the antenna.
I have spoken. Yeah.
Come on, you. It's like Monty Python. Come on, you.
Yeah.
Throw him to the floor.
Goodbye, my friend. No, you escaped from the Ant-Men. I know how you escaped from the Ant-Men. I know not. But you will find Cupian justice surer than Formian. They stuck him in jail. Let's come close to the door, my friend. I would radiate to you. He says, huh? Well, if you say so. He hasn't been radiated in
That's a new word for it, isn't it? In prison, radiated.
Yeah. He's going to get radiated, folks.
Oh, he is as well. Look, he's losing all his clothes.
I guess so. That's what radiating does to you.
Look at that.
Shrinks your clothes.
It says, walls have antenna. We must be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
They don't have ears. They have antenna.
Yeah. It was like Peter Parker in that third panel, that side view.
It sure does.
Yeah. Has he got wings, that guy?
Yeah. Poorly colored wings at that. Yeah.
Oh, dear. And there he is with the women.
What Miles Cabot says is true. I remained silent because Yuri threatened to kill him if I spoke. Says, I cannot believe Yuri is such a scoundrel. Damn scoundrel. This time, I'll make sure you die. Yeah. Another real short fight there. Now, fellow Brink. We'll fight the old American style and see who wins. Help. Whap. After a few good rights to the jaw, Yuri gave up and I dragged him to his feet. Yeah, now, son of a meth lab, confess. A math lab. Sorry, not a meth lab. That's a math lab. It is true. I tricked Cabot. He told the truth. Yeah. It's a hell of an adventure novel for the 50s, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Flash Gordon going on here. Be careful. Remember that you occupy the throne merely by the grace of the Formians. Spoken like a king. Know then Princess Lila and King Q that if ever such a day comes, Miles Cabot will fight at your side. Thank you, my son. Brave words, but foolish. We can never beat Formia. It is futile to struggle against fate, she says. She says they have to draw the word balloon behind her because it's so much verbiage there.
I think Wally's got these pages with that lettering on it. And
probably,
like we said before in the other episodes, where they had a bit of space to draw in,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Still going on. 21 pages. This is turning into a novel-length story for a comic.
And he suddenly produced it. Yeah.
What's this? This looks like a gun. It's true, a mighty weapon. No Formian would withstand it. Could withstand.
Where's he got it from?
I don't know. Pulled the gun in from somewhere. What's that word balloon says? In a surprisingly short time, we were able to turn out a fair rifle, and soon I had men learning to shoot them. Yeah, he made them himself.
Yeah, looks remarkably like an M1 carbine.
Yeah.
Look at that target they're firing at. This is brilliant.
I know all about gunsmithing, folks. Let's go. Let's make a tank.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why not?
Soon my so-called sport took the fancy of every male Cupian. Everyone became a good shot. Meanwhile, I had several huge engines manufactured. Looks as though we're about ready. Everything is in working order. The tests are good. Is there no end to your genius, Miles? Apparently not.
Oh, dear.
I'm from Earth. I know how to make all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, he'd be lucky to make lunch. It's time we had a long talk with the king, Q. The time has come at last. Yeah, now they're going to get him. We got tanks and guns. They got lousy little arrows. Yeah.
I've said many times, imagine the devastation that the Romans could have caused if they'd have had a machine gun. Well, I think we're about to find out.
Right. And a tank.
Dream freedom. And a tank, yeah, well, that's a scary bit. Got that.
Luckily, we had these big shells lying around. No problem. Chapter 4, the tale continues. Yeah. Look at that. You don't see that every day in a science fiction fantasy story. Head for the palace. We may be able to find out where she is there. For Lila, for Cupia. Blast them out of the way. Reduce the place to rubble if necessary. I'll show them. After a brief battle, the Ant-Men fled, and we burst into the ruined palace, where we found the body of my old friend Duggo dying. Duggo is dying.
Oh no.
Poor guy.
Oh, he's dead. Poor old Duggo.
Miles Cabot, my friend, listen, your princess is in danger. She lies in the dungeons beneath the city.
I think he's trying to do Will Eisner in that last panel, hasn't he?
Here, yeah.
Kind of a Will Eisner thing.
A lot of pullback on this.
Yeah, pipes and stuff up in the ceiling. Look at that rug. That blue rug.
He's dead, poor fellow. Come on. We must find Lila before it's too late. For hours, we searched the maze of tunnels and cells beneath the city. I was beginning to give up hope. Could it be that Doggo was lying to me? Perhaps this way it was to divert us while they take her someplace else. There are only a few more dungeons. Let us search them before we give up.
How does he know there's only a few more?
I don't know. They know when they find her, it'll be in the last place they look, though.
I think Doggo's going to be a bad guy at the end.
I don't think Duggo lied to him. They find her. There she is. She was way in the back in the last dungeon. Again, the last place they looked.
Tied up to the wall.
Tied to the wall. Look, there she is, and she's still alive. Break the door down. Hurry. We worked desperately to break open the lock. But before we could do so, Miles, that look. Get it open. Another second. Miles, save me. Blast them. Shoot them. Shoot them down. Yeah. So he stops the threat.
They're showing the white flag.
And so dies anyone who would lay a hand on the Princess Lila. A moment later, never thought I'd see you alive again. When I find Yuri, because Yuri has already paid for what he did. He is dead. The Formians killed him when the attack began. Yeah, more ants here coming in. Wait, they show the white flag. They surrender. How'd they know to do that? We're free. They saw the tank and gave up, is what it was. That must be a big gun. Oh, we give up. Take her, and my blessings on you both, my princess. I love you. Hurrah! And thus ends the strange manuscript of Miles Cabot, sent to Earth from Venus in a golden meteorite. Strange story indeed, but somehow it has the ring of truth about it. Talking ants, Cupia and Formians. Yeah, somehow it's got the ring of truth about it.
Brilliant inventors of weaponry.
So that was what the manuscript was wrapped in, the ring of truth. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think that we should publish for all of the world to read, that they may judge for themselves. Yep. And that's it. On to Space Ace. Look at that. That is great.
Yeah.
Another page out of the EC volume here. Weird Science 18, Mars is Heaven, 1953. This is the story from Jet Powers, number 4, Death in the Deep Space, with Williamson. Al Williamson's in on this.
Has Williamson drawn it then?
1951, Magazine Enterprises. He probably inked it. Williamson did.
Right. Right.
Because it is a different inking style here, slightly.
Yeah. And you can see the wood leg of the guy holding him up, can't you? That's Thunder Agent's leg thing. Yeah,
that whole pose screams of Death in Deep Space. Oh, Al Williamson signed it here, so Wood might have just been the layout artist or apprentice on this.
Yeah, I mean, look at that face to the far right. That's Al Williamson, isn't it?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's Williamson.
It sure is.
I think you're right. I think Wally's done the layouts on this and written it.
Yeah, I think Williamson did the finishes.
It's also hand lettered, isn't it?
That kind of looks like wood here.
Yeah. It's hand lettered.
Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
No, it still looks a little mechanical, but not as bad.
Right.
Might have been lettered by somebody with a different mechanical set. It's not quite as lettering isn't quite as thick. It's heavy, but it's still got that same mechanical look to it.
And on the bottom there, you've got wood machinery.
Yeah, oh, very much so. Right here.
Yeah, the types
wood
and stuff like that. Yeah, those round things he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's done the layouts on this, or the pencils at least.
At least,
or the layouts, at least, I should say.
I would think full pencils on this, especially this one here. That's all. That's definitely wood here.
Yeah, look at that girl posing on the very last panel.
Yeah.
The way she's posing, and that fight scene to the left of that. That's a wood thing. Yeah, the movement
Right there. Yeah.
and those awful fish balls on the head.
Well, that was typical of the day. There was a lot of that back then. I think that's a Hollywood device so that they can see the face of the actors.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to shut my camera off.
It's okay. It's yeah, you can see a lot of Wally Wood in this, and the space background as well.
Yeah. But still, there's some beautiful brushwork here.
Yeah.
That's definitely not Williamson or not Wood.
Wood.
Yeah. Beautiful stuff.
Maybe just mixed it up.
Probably did.
Maybe Wally had a deadline or something, and Williamson came in.
Say that. Yeah, life on a deadline.
I mean, look at that left-hand page of the last panel. That head, something going wrong there. It's not. That doesn't seems a bit rushed.
I think that's more the coloring than anything. The coloring just blotched that out really bad. But again, this really looks like Wood went through and penciled it.
Yeah,
very much his posing. 51, that would be just as Williamson was coming in. He probably, I don't know why they had him sign it then. He put his signature on it.
Well, maybe that was the deal.
Weird. Yeah. Maybe he was ghost penciling for him. Nice little space here.
Yeah. Stupid space.
Alex Raymond at work there. That's Flash Gordon influence, real heavy. Yeah, and this whole sequence here isn't inked very well. It looks pretty loose compared to Wood's other stuff. So Williamson probably did the finishes on this for sure.
They're like scantily clad men, don't they, in these Flash Gordon type of strips?
Well, that was Flash Gordon too, though. He was scantily clad through most of this stuff.
Yeah.
Mongo is hot. You know, these planets must be incredibly warm. Plus, at this point in the 50s, 51, Tarzan's really big.
Yeah.
I mean, just Tarzan's the big IP at this point. So putting somebody in a loincloth just associates it with him.
Look at that left-hand page, the last panel. Look at the disjointed waist of those legs.
Here, you mean?
Yeah. They don't fit that body.
Yeah. That's pretty out of proportion there.
Well, they don't fit right.
No, it's a really hurriedly drawn panel. Hurriedly drawn and inked. They're probably pressing a deadline there. Or they needed to get on to the other cooler shots. That's definitely Williamson here, though. That's Williamson.
Yeah.
That looks like Williamson's inks right there. That's another thing that we need to look at. I've got all of the Star Wars comic strips that Williamson did.
Yeah, you mentioned those. Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah. That was it for that story, folks. We're over here looking at more EC Weird Science, again, number 19 from 1953. But this story here is from Space Detective, Bandit of the Starways, 1951, Avon Publishing. Now we're back to this really looking like wood here.
Yeah. And the planets and the moons and things.
Yeah.
Look at that panel with all that
great detail here.
Look at that panel with that text in.
Yeah.
Wow.
They call that an info dump.
Yeah. Dear me. Bandits of the Starways. Space Detective. What's he called? Red Rod. Cathway.
Yeah.
Rod Hathaway. We going?
We having a hard time, folks? Is that anybody out there? Come on. Apparently, we're not picking up the audience we had last time, even though we have a like and a love there. Nobody, not very many people watching us. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say nobody commenting.
Yeah, nobody commenting either. Yeah. Space Detective, very, very much the style of the 50s there. Yeah. 50s comics.
This is more Wood.
Yeah, very much so. With that feathering back here. Flash Gordon influence. Definitely the hero. It's got that Flash Gordon look about him.
So Wally Wood would be what? It'd be about 34 doing this.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was born in 27, so that's his, what's this, 51?
Yeah.
So he's about 23, 24, isn't he? 30.
Okay. 30.
Hang on. 20, 27, 37, 47, 23, 24.
Yeah. Still wet behind the ears.
Yeah, still good though, isn't it?
Yeah. Great stuff when you can look past all the lettering.
Yeah. 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 Zap right in his ear. This fellow who fell, he dead.
Yeah. Let me check our Indie Comics network here. Make sure that we're running. Yeah, we're doing all right.
Got that last panel there on the second page. Her head's a bit small, isn't it?
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially compared to her hips there.
Yeah. Yeah, the spacing in these balloons is terrible.
Yeah.
But it's too wordy as well.
There you go.
Wow.
It's a nice ship.
Yeah.
It's a nicer page. It's a nicer page in general. The coloring kind of detracts.
Yeah.
Right in here.
And look at that.
Trying shooting there.
Look at that view on the next page. That's a real Wood view with the machinery going back. Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah.
It's great to look at these because you can see the beginnings of what we know was his best stuff in the mid-60s.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it, can't you? You can see he's just sort of finding his way. And like we said, he's 23, 24 when he's doing this, so he's still learning. And you can see it's all there, just not quite refined it yet.
Mm-hmm. Like Dave Sims says, everybody's got a couple thousand really lousy pages in them.
Yeah. Trouble is, that's all I've got.
Yeah, and then when you're done with that, you almost know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. That's a lot larger body shot than what we're used to.
It's like two people again, though. It's like there's a
violet in the panel border here. This is definitely this is definitely wood here, though. It's all wood exterior. So he might have had to pick up another inker or something. This is pretty loose here. Now it looks like his stuff, though. It does.
Yeah.
Just you don't see a body sprawled out like that very often, especially during this time period. It's more something an Image comic would do. Just a little out of proportion too, because that butt doesn't look.
Yeah.
He's really twisted, funny. But you know, he's in space, so it's all good.
Yeah, his back's relaxed.
Yeah. Not quite. Wood probably inking in a hurry here on that face. No shadows, no well, a little bit of shadow here. Really not much. This is great though. It's a nice pen. Considering. Next, we're to the classic Opium Smugglers of Venus. You know, this has got to be a great story.
Yeah.
These old space opera books are a lot of fun. Yeah.
Wow. Look at the guy there, the see-through guy with his bones through his body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously an opium smuggler.
Obviously.
So the trail ends with your death, Avenger. Yeah.
But look at the girl line on the floor. It's like he's drawn the top half of the body, and then 3 days later he's gone back and drawn the bottom part, and it doesn't fit.
It's just twisted. The hips are up. She's flat on her shoulders here. And it's got a hard twist to it that's a little unnatural.
Must be doing a yoga.
Lots of yoga.
Is it Elvira?
It's Saravina. Saravina. Here. Remember that Venus actress we met on the Star Queen 4 years ago? Take a look at this.
I think that's Wally Wood there reading that.
Could be.
Self-portrait.
It's a bit of a va-va-boom there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your typical hero character, your Flash Gordon type. You can tell he's American because he's got curly blonde hair, right?
Yeah.
Looks like Flash Gordon. It's probably what the script said, Flash Gordon type. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that TV. There's the Venus Embassy.
Yeah, I think you're right about the lettering, though. Look at that. Just
it's
a lot
not good.
Space here.
Spoils it.
Distracting. It does. Yep. It's very distracting. Nice city, though. Basic shapes piled on top of one another. Quickly inked. It's a little bit loose.
Yep.
There in some areas. Probably didn't use a straight edge. Used a French curve, though. How to get that ink line? That's not easy. And instead of wearing bubbles, they're wearing little bags on their head.
Yeah, that makes it easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You need his flexi curve on that cockpit, though.
First thing I saw when I turned that page was that face. It's great. This panel here is excellent too. Look at that.
She reminds me of, is it Madame Hydra?
Yeah.
That costume, you know.
It's because of that shiny spandex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
Out of my way, you little fools. Avenger, look out. Here he comes. The guy's name must be Avenger. It's an incidental girl in an almost bikini there.
When did Wally Wood do Eerie and Mad? It must have been after this, mustn't it?
Mad was in the mid-50s. Eerie was in the later 50s through the mid-60s.
So this is all before that.
Say. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this material definitely.
So he was Mad, then Eerie, and then he went to Marvel, and then he did Tower Comics. Is that right?
Yeah, he got disgruntled at Stan Lee and had an
Yeah.
offer to start his own comic company. That's why he did Thunder,
Right.
or be the main
Yeah.
force
Dynamo,
behind
right.
it. Yeah,
Steve Ditko went there as well, didn't he?
yeah. They had a lot of those guys all went over. Sikowski did a lot of work for Thunder as well. Mike Sikowski.
Yep.
But yeah, that Wood and Ditko were the big powerhouses over there. They pretty much had a free hand to do whatever they wanted. But at this point, Wood's out. Just like every other cartoonist of the day, he's freelancing anywhere that he can, and he's talking to everybody on the market. He's talking to all of the strip guys. So he did Little Abner for a bit, and just like Frazetta did, he aped Little Abner for Al Cap for a minute, and did at least one or two Prince Valiant pages. And then in, what is it, 53, he did a whole run on the Spirit.
Right.
There. That was during his tenure working at EC at the same time. So I would imagine back then, given the circulation of the character, if Eisner asked you to do some work on Spirit, you just drop everything and do it, you know?
Yeah.
Especially with Eisner's reputation and the on the market in the art form.
He must have been really busy at that point, working for Gaines and Eisner.
He was looking for work anywhere he could. Plus, he was doing Avon and Standard, you know, maybe before that or during it, at least. Some of it, because this is 51. So that's just as EC is starting to grow up a little bit. You know, their big years were 51 to 53, 54. Until the hearings and the code kicked in. Another great atomic explosion here.
I likes those.
I don't know if you can see the light blue touches here, but it's really nice. The coloring on this is pretty good. Another great panel over here.
I'm going to say that's a nice shot there where he's looking out at the spaceship, the flying machine, looking down. That's great.
It's very Wood right there. The machinery here. Yeah. He used that for many, many, many years. Yeah. We made it. We're all right. So is, what is that, Meg?
Yeah,
Meg and all his murderous crew. But I'll never rest till I get them, Tina. Tina with 2 E's. I'll never rest until I get them, Tina. Boom.
And if he likes these nuclear weapons, this is the Cold War, isn't it, that's going on at this time?
It's the atomic age. Yeah.
The atomic age, yeah.
47, right? 40, 49, 47. 47. He started that. The atomic bomb was really big in comics and science fiction.
Yeah, that all started when the Soviet Union got the bomb, didn't it? In the late 40s. You see
that big.
I've seen that before.
Here, this is the EC. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Okay.
But again, he's bouncing these stories off of single pages because there's no way he could print an entire story without paying for all of the rights for the thing. From Weird Science 21, an EC Confidential page, 1953. But this story here is from Space Detective #1 again, Trail to Asteroid Hideout, 1951. So this was done a couple of years before this was done.
Yeah.
Trail to the Asteroid Hideout. Yeah, can we get a little bit more stale lettering up here? And there was all the space left open for it. Should have gone straight out. Just put it in Helvetica. It'll be fine. Just Swiss, whatever. There you go. Just typeset that stripe right in there and paste it in.
Yeah, the editor will have said we can't have an empty space there.
Yeah. Especially since they mentioned the title down here in the caption box. Yeah. Across the vast reaches of interplanetary space, out in the asteroid belt between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, an intrepid Avenger, that must be the main character, pursues his murderous Martian enemy as he follows the trail to the asteroid hideout. Of course. Hey, Tina, I think there's a trail. Maybe it'll lead to the asteroid hideout. Yeah. For 6 months now, Tina and I have tried to turn up some clues of that fellow Maze and his space brigands. Too bad, Avenger. But meanwhile, I wish you'd help us with these Martian bank robberies. We're having no luck with them either. Yeah.
Martian
Hate it when they have trouble with Martian bank robberies.
Oh dear. The brigands' hideout. Oh dear. His spaceship there, just before you turn, his spaceship looks like the Batarang thing, doesn't it? The shape of the wings.
Yeah. The bat plane.
Look at this guy here.
Kind of nice, though. Nice little explosion there.
Boom. Too late. There go the walls. A soundless explosion.
Oh, guess that's why there's no sound effect there.
Yeah.
You would have at least heard the rocks crumbling against each other.
Yeah.
You'd think. Yeah. Another great page, though. Yeah.
That explosion should have been a full page.
Yeah, should have been.
Or at least
they're telling a lot of story in short spaces, though. They're 4-tiered and everything. Just that's crazy compact, especially to today's standards. This would have been at least 4 pages.
There's a lot of I don't know what you call it. I'll call it secondary death in these strips. Like that girl that Madam Hydra got shot, and now there's a guy here, one of the guards killed in the explosion. You know, there's a lot of death going on that's not to the main characters.
Well, they didn't think much about it. They were just Martians.
Just Martians, man, did it?
Yeah. You've never read any of the like the Jonah Hexes in the 80s? Michael Fleischer.
I don't think I did. No, I think I saw them, but I didn't read them. I
should dig those up because as a kid growing up reading them, I dug up all of Jonah Hex was one of my favorite characters. But you go through and read the stories now, and you get like 50 dead bodies within 17 pages. Just Hex going around shooting everybody up. Pretty much anybody that said a bad word,
just get rid of them.
Yeah.
What's a platinum dollar? She says this vault held 6 million platinum dollars. Like it's supposed to mean more.
Where are you seeing that?
Second page, second panel.
This vault held, 6 million platinum dollars. They're making their getaway in the invisible spaceship. Another Martian bank robbery. It's happened again. Here come the Terrashan police, the Terrakshan police. See that patch of darkness where the stars are blacked out? That's the bandit spaceship. Come on. We'll take our space flyer and try and chase it.
So it's not invisible then, it's cloaked.
Yeah, it's cloaked. They're going to follow a trail of blackness.
Empty space.
They know they're going when they see the stars go out. Yeah, there they are.
Speaking of empty space, did you see that photograph recently from the James Webb? They took a photograph. They took a photograph of an empty part of space. Pixels wide. From where we are, and it's got 900 billion galaxies in it.
Yeah. They've done that a couple times, especially into the areas they think are dead zones. Every time they get a better telescope up there, they take a shot into one of those dead zones and they find thousands of galaxies sitting there.
And how remarkable that we're all alone in the universe.
Yeah. I've always thought we've thought way too much of ourselves. You know, the Fermi paradox just dismays the hell out of me. It's like, how can you remotely take that into consideration, or believe that we would be the only people in the universe?
Well, it's scarier if we are, isn't it? It's to think that there's only us walking about, and not billions of planets and people and whatever they are.
Yeah,
it's scarier to think we're on our own.
Really, though, it would be scarier to find that there was a race out there that was actually, watching us. That's why I think the government's keeping the anything that they know about any extraterrestrial craft, pro or con, they're keeping it away from people because they're afraid it's going to totally freak the populace out to find out that there are people out there that are smarter and more civilized, more built than us.
It would cause panic, because don't forget, half the planet was asleep. So the half that was asleep when it was revealed would be upset, and it would knock religion on the head, wouldn't it?
It would disrupt the status quo. They can't have that happen. The aliens consider us to be the Jerry Springer of the universe anyway. They just drive by, point and laugh most of the time when they're not inspecting our cows.
Yeah.
I think they're testing radiation levels with the tongue and the anus.
Yes.
Seeing how much they're absorbing. Great shot here.
That's the typical Wood. It's a thunder agent, suppose, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dynamo.
It's set on its side. Again, you're telling such a compact story and you're jamming all of this stuff in. Some kid picking this book up is definitely getting their dime's worth,
Yeah.
So this was in the same book as the last story. It's all Space Detective #1. This guy named Avenger. And Tina with 2 E's.
Yeah. You can see the wood explosions coming in now.
Yep, very much so. It's working well. Nice negative space here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of...
He's getting there now, isn't he? You can see.
Yeah.
This is Wally Wood we like.
See, he's cutting loose. He's a lot looser up here, and then he goes back to his crowded storytelling with the backgrounds and things. It gets a lot tighter once he gets out of space. In the control room of the pirate spaceship. So, you wonder why I didn't kill you? I've got a better scheme, Avenger. You're full of it. You're full of... No. You're full of schemes, aren't you? That's what he says.
You're full of it.
You're full of it. You're full of schemes, aren't you? Schemes. Yeah.
Nice hand there, yeah.
Yeah. Nice shot here too.
Nice
reflection.
Too many moons though.
Too many moons. Yeah, a lot of craters on this.
Yeah. Look at that castle thing on that moon.
Solid wood though. This whole page.
Yeah.
Very wood. Same thing here. Yep. Here's your man, Inspector. And when the marooned bandits run out of food and water, they'll welcome your coming. Good. I'll wait 6 months. I don't mind. Let them all starve. I'll wait 6 months. I don't mind. That's what he says. You had one good scheme too many, didn't you, Meg? It's that Meg guy from the previous story. He's now captured.
What's he? Oh, it's his hair. I'm going to say what's he got on his head in the last panel, but it's his hair. The Avenger guy to the left.
Oh, here? Yeah.
A piece of paper on his head.
Mm-hmm. No, it's his hair.
Yep.
Onward we go. Another sequence from EC Comics from 1953. Weird Science number 21. Again, here's Space Detective number 2. Weapon out of time. The weapon out of time.
There we go. Machine guns in the Middle
Machine
Ages.
guns, saber-tooth tigers, and girl in cave girl outfits. Yeah. It's everything a kid wants in a comic. Nathanderals, bow and arrow, because Robin Hood's hot right now. Back in 51. Girls riding tigers. Absolutely. Here's that half face.
Yeah.
Working. This is much more relaxed. This Space Detective number 2. Still 1951, though.
Well, you can see that he's improving.
Girl's breast is a little out there. Breasts are going that way. Face is going that way.
Is she? Is that Mr. Spock she's with?
No, it looks like almost like a Pan character. No, it's got to be the caveman dude. Behold, Highness, the scouts return. They have found the trail of the mammoth. She says, good. Soon its mighty tusks will adorn my chambers.
He's killed the elephant.
She needs some tusks to adorn her chambers. Yeah, they did.
She does, yeah.
The mammoth. It has seen us, i.e. But suddenly the tigers on which rides the princess of Ka rears terrified, and Mu-Ra plunges to the ground directly in the mammoth's path. By the gods of Ka, the princess falls. Says, I am lost. The beast will kill me. The beast is back far enough. And she gets rescued by the hero here. It's the princess of Ka, all time, by all the gods. May my aim be good. I must save her. And then, with the speed of the lightning, she is saved.
He kills the animal.
Yeah, with one arrow. Must have hit it right at the right spot. Again, more story than artwork here. It's crazy.
It says, the top panel, it says, by the tusk of the mammoth, she is more beautiful than I had heard. And she goes, oh. not you are more beautiful. She is, like he's talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
I fell and you saved me. Your reward will be great. Okay.
I'm the princess of Mu-Ra. I wish no more reward than the privilege of serving you, my princess. Yeah. She's thinking he's brave. He's handsome. The handsomest man I've ever seen. What strange feeling possesses me? My blood races faster at his nearness. Woman's instantly in love.
Oh, she's related to Yoda. She says, "What mean you, warrior?"
Yeah, I think she's more related to Jane Russell, actually.
Yeah, Yoda's a dad, Jane's a mum.
Yeah. Charles Santos in the house. Charles Santino. So she really needs those tusks, I'll bet. Yeah. Probably does.
You should come on, Charles.
Charles is busy. Probably barely awake this early in the morning.
Look, panel the last on the first page, the last panel where she says, "I must return to my father." So she gets on the back of that saber-tooth tiger, who's clearly not happy.
Yeah.
Get off, bitch.
The sword of Ka-Rin will always be at your command, princess. Apparently that's Ka-Rin. It doesn't look anything. His hair is completely different here than what it is over here.
Well, he's got a hat on now.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know.
It's got kind of a band on his head.
I don't think so. Yeah, but it's it's something happened.
She says here, I love Karin. I cannot help it. And now they will tell my father. Ah, Daddy's not going to be happy. And understand, my father is a tyrant whose greed dooms Ka. I will ride to Anthor, princess, for you and Ka, or K, or whatever. I think it's Ka.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely Jane Russell there.
Yeah.
If in doubt, just draw a gorgeous girl and everybody's happy. At least the lads are.
Especially a brunette. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even awake, sleepwalking, Charles Santino says. Yeah. Glad you're here, Charles.
And the guy there in the first page in the center panels just found the cosmic cube.
Yeah. It's more like the cosmic slab of butter. Not quite a cube there. For I hold the cosmic slab of cheese. Farewell, old friend. Farewell, King of Anthor. Yep.
Killed him again, look. Surrender your sword in good time, but only in your heart. Look.
He's just hanging around here.
Yeah.
There's nothing supporting him. He's climbed that wall, apparently, or he's jumped or whatever. There's no motion lines or any of that. Karin, you have come, beloved. The army of Ka itself could not have stopped me, my princess. We must escape from the tower without delay. Morad and through the city itself. Without delay, Morad. Her name must be Morad. Morad and Karin. But how, Karin? My father's guards are everywhere. There is no escape from Ka. Through here, quick, my princess. We must reach the courtyard of the palace. The destiny of Anthor and the vassal kingdoms of Ka depends upon it. Uh-oh. Suddenly their need is dire. Karin, the tower guards, they come. Keep close to me, beloved. There is no retreat. Go ahead.
Oh, look at that sword going right through him, look.
Yeah. It's a very unusual positioning here for Wood.
They're going right through his neck.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That's a gaff. That's a, oh. So, my boastful one.
I think it's terrible. I think they should introduce a Comics Code Authority before it's too late.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, look at that one. Gah! At the top there. My God. That's serious, isn't it? Look at that.
Yep.
Wow. What do you do today this morning, darling? Oh, I just killed 20 people with a sword.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want for lunch?
Mount the tiger, my princess. I'll handle these dogs. Save yourself, beloved. Stop the spy. It is the order of Tuhan, the conqueror. This'll stop you, my friends. Then this Tuhan, the conqueror, must be this guy, this overweight dude.
Yeah, look at the way he's standing with his hand up. It's like an I Claudius type of pose, like a King of Kings. That what's it, Herod? You know that guy who always plays that type of the actor. He does that with his hand all the time.
Stop them fools. If they escape, it means death to you all. Yeah. So they get out of the city just in time for it to crumble. It's like my daughter and
Oh,
Karen
dear.
have escaped this, and the sacred mountain boils without warning. What is happening? The earth shakes, the walls and the palace tremble. I.e., the palace, it is falling on us. Yep. They need to get away clean. That's all. So their tigers jump that little chasm and they get away.
So her dad's just died in that.
Yeah, it says, urge your mount, beloved. Catastrophe follows us on the wings of the wind. Since the god of the earthquake is roaring his anger, Karen, we shall be killed. How'd they know it was an earthquake? They're not even on Earth. Yeah.
Look at that little stone being flicked up onto his shoulder.
Yeah. It's like destroy. At least nobody got hurt.
Nobody on our side. Oh dear. Carrying. What's up with him? What's up with him? Is he fallen off?
Hey, Rin. Thought it was just rearing. Oh, stumbled. Yep. The vengeance of all the gods falls upon the empire of Ka. Look, the mountains of rock, eternal guardians of Ka, they crumble into dust. Yep, that'll show them. They watch the planet crumble away as they hug. And then they're back to two guys watching the entire situation on TV.
What you saw actually happened on the North American continent 100,000 years ago in Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah.
Oh, the famous geezer, the Old Faithful.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That thing's about. Well, that guy's coming back soon, isn't it? It's about to pop, isn't it?
Old Faithful, it pops once an hour. That's why they call it Old Faithful.
Oh, yeah. Right. I thought the entire
they figure. Oh, that's been fear mongering for the last 50 years. They figure as long as the geysers are still running, it's venting the pressure underneath.
Right.
So it's actually a lot more stable than anybody wants to think of. But they're still in a caldera, which is a, mantled over volcano.
Yep.
And it'll pop eventually, but it's going to take probably centuries. It's a great place to go. Have you ever been to Yellowstone?
No, I've never been there. No.
Absolutely amazing. Totally unforgettable. There's nothing compares to when first time we went in, we come in through the north entrance, and off in the distance was like 100, maybe 200 head of buffalo all running.
Wow. Across
just a crazy sight. Luckily, way off from the road, or that would have been frightening. Those buffaloes are about the size of a car.
Right.
So really impressive. That's why so many people get gorged each year over at Yellowstone, because they have to get out and pet the pretty animals. Even though when they come into the park, they get a little slip that says, this is all wildlife. All the wildlife's wild. We suggest you stay, 300 feet to 300 yards away from anything that could gorge you. They always get a half a dozen to a dozen gorgings a year. And their horns on the buffalo are super sharp.
Yeah.
They're like razor point sharp. Now, Kenton of the Star Patrol.
Look at that black on that image on the top there. The black's on that image. That guy in the shadow. It's fantastic. Yeah. No, not that, but that one. Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Very much a dynamo pose here again. Yeah.
He's really getting there now. He's found it.
Yeah, this is from Strange Worlds number 3. Joe Orlando with Wood. So Orlando might have wrote and penciled it, maybe. I don't know. I doubt he penciled that. That really looks like a Wood stance here. That half a head though looks kind of.
Maybe Joe did the layouts then again.
Might have. Yeah. still some incredible stuff here. That's all wood right there, very much.
That's like Bay City Rollers, clang-a-lang.
Yeah, yeah. Clang-a-lang a ding dong. Beautiful ships here. It's nice. Coloring kind of detracts from a lot of the detail on this.
Yeah.
It's really nice looking. That should be a lot bigger too on the page. Nice face here as well.
You've got Nick Fury. Oh, no, it's not. It looks like he's got a patch on.
That's the wise and old. He's either running the country or he's the lead scientist. You can tell by the gray in his hair.
Yeah, it just needs a pipe, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It needs a pipe. It's almost cartoony here.
Yeah.
It's all wood though. Right there, that's really wood. He's done that panel a number of times for different stories.
See that center panel there where the guy is in blue? That's almost a Ditko pose, isn't it?
Yeah, it is almost.
With the backside coming up, you know.
Yeah.
But then the one underneath. Sorry, the one underneath is that a real wood where he's running through the. That's
total wood there.
Yeah.
Very much a would make Continuity Studios happy. Up the ass shot. Used to do that a lot during their continuity comics. Here's my rear end, that kind of thing. Again, it's another great shot. Great shadowing here. Nice inking. You could tell it's a little quick, but it's more than serves its purpose here. It's real quality to his stuff. It's amazing what a little bit of feathering can do. A little bit of negative shadowing here.
That's a real wood hand, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah. Yep.
Not good that the bubble is the word balloon is covering the guy though. That's not good, is it? Really?
Not really, but
I think what I would have done, not that I'm telling Wally Wood what to do, I would have just done the hand with the gun coming into the panel under the balloon, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than obliterate his head. But it's getting better, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot more attention to detail. Better positioning here. Again, very classic wood running, jumping. That's wood right there. I don't know what Joe did on this. He must have wrote it and did rough layouts.
Yeah. Yeah, that machinery is definitely wood, isn't it? Look at that.
Just beautiful. Both of these panels are great, but this is especially good. Look at that. That's just pretty.
Wow.
We're still running in 1951 here. It's pretty productive.
Yeah, he's busy.
Guess you have to when you want to eat, you know.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of work.
The Invasion from the Abyss. This has got Williamson, Frazetta, and Wood mixed in. Probably all of them working at the studio at once. That's not really. It looks more Frazetta than anybody.
Yeah, I'm going to say that girl, especially that girl.
Yeah. This is from Strange Worlds #3. Strange Worlds. I think I've got a that they're Harvey, almost like a Harvey Digest with a bunch of these stories in it. Again, not quite Wood, not quite Frazetta, not quite Williamson, but you can see a little bit of all of them in all of this.
Yeah, I think they're passing the pages between each other, aren't they?
They have to be. Yeah.
You know, they've got to be, and just working on a part of it and mixing it up.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that bottom left panel there on the first page. That doesn't work. That guy's a bit small, isn't he? Grabbing him.
Yeah.
Or are they?
Yeah.
Or are they small?
Could be midget.
Yeah, because they look a bit strange.
I think they are. Let's look at his height compared to the hero.
Yeah.
Obviously, Frazetta face there,
Yeah.
almost a self-portrait. Look at the Flash Gordon feathering back here.
Yeah,
Alex
there's a
Raymond.
lot of Williamson in there. You can see it, can't you?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of all three of them really
Yeah.
are all over these pages. Frazetta here, more than likely.
Yeah.
Maybe Frazetta doing a lot of the legwork on this. Wood might have penciled it. Some of the positioning here, the shading.
Yeah.
There. It could be
Look at
Williamson or Wood.
Look at that second page, first panel. Look at the text in that.
Yeah,
that
just slaughtered.
Crazy,
Info dump.
isn't it?
Yep.
Crazy.
You can tell he's the mad scientist. He's got a white coat on and he's got glasses. Yeah. Older guy.
He looks mad.
He's a Zarkov, Dr. Savannah type character. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy in the center tier, the second panel, where he's got his hand over his mouth. That face is Frazetta, isn't it? Under the hand.
That whole panel looks like Frazetta inked it to me. Yeah. What are we going to do back here? Oh, we'll just throw some Alex Raymond, Flash Gordon feathering back here for no reason. But if it was any lower, it would look like he farted it. This is great, though. Shot all the way across the panel, leading you out over to turn the page. Nice here as well.
Yeah, they are dwarves. He says it there. The dwarves are right behind us. So
yeah. Oh, looky there. His face shifts a little bit. Panel to panel. Again, Frazetta inking here. Nice feathering. This whole panel looks like Frazetta inked it.
Yeah. That looks like and on the previous page at the top looks like a Wally Wood scene with a tank and the explosions.
Yeah, it does.
I was going to say those two really kissing there, aren't they?
I wouldn't be surprised if Williamson did that from the way it looks inked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just great material, though.
It's great. Yeah. It is good. Very wordy, but it is good.
Yeah. One more Kenton of the Star Patrol. Little tight, nice body here, though.
Yeah.
Nice legs. A little goofy on the coloring and the lettering there. The lettering in general. The Vampires of the Void. Oh, at that. We got to look. Got to go back and see if there's any credits on this. Orlando with Wood again. Yeah.
Yep.
That's definitely an Orlando body here. The face really gives it away. And yet, on the other hand, this is so Wood, it's not even funny with the shadows and the work here back in the back. Must have been the two of them working scattered again, because some of the inking's wide open like Orlando would do. Go ahead.
They must have been in the studio, mustn't they? You know, they can't be sending this through the post or whatever. They must have been literally sitting next to each other.
Probably,
passing these pages over, I would have thought.
Probably more like knocking them out. What are we doing this week? Well, we got a Kenton and this story that we have to get done. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can see they're passing duties back and forth. That's not Wood inking this, but that is definitely Wood inking this.
Yeah.
It's very much Joe Orlando here in there. I want to draw the pretty girl. Okay. Look at that. That's a great ant Worm's eye view shot. Nice proportions working there. That's Wood. I think this whole page was laid out by Wood, but that panel, the girl in this panel, that's Wood over here, but it looks like Orlando there. That kind of looks like Wood. That looks like all Wood here. Yeah, down here too. Look at that, the shading here. That's definitely Wood. Yeah, they were passing these pages back and forth to each other, without a doubt. Is Dave Kenton turning traitor? Will he betray his own people to vampires from outer space?
Great.
Wow.
They must have had a laugh doing these, you know. Must have been. I know it's hard work and everything, but they must have had a great time.
Tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Shtick. You mean in the writing, probably, yeah.
Yeah. That's a Wood face there, isn't it? In the second panel, in the first page, the center panel at the top. Yeah. That's a Wood girl there.
And yet, on the other hand, this is Orlando here. You can tell in the face, right. It's not Wood.
I wonder if they thought nobody will notice.
Probably. They're probably knocking it out for a page, right? This is really Wood here. You can tell they were having some fun.
Yeah.
And again, here's Orlando.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's definitely not a Wood face, is it? That guy. No.
This whole bottom part here looks like Orlando. It looks like most of this, that might be Wood here. Wood, I for sure went through and lettered it, or not lettered it, but penciled it. That's what it looks like.
It seems like Wally's got the gig to do the machinery, doesn't it?
That too, yeah. Well, he's good at it, so they just let him do it.
That's great, aren't they? That's brilliant.
Just can't help but your eye catch all of this stuff over here.
Yeah, I mean, look at the
space scene is just incredible.
Black spotted on those is amazing.
Yeah. It's crazy good. Weird Science number 19, The Precious Years, 1953. All Wood there. This is mostly Orlando here, though. It was really inked in a hurry.
Yeah. And the girl's the baddie.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, we got not much to go here. Do we want to continue, or
we can do if you want to
finish this book off?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's a typical Wood. I know it's clearly Wood, but look at that. There's a lot of stories. Yeah, there's that guy there, the pilot guy. That's really. I know we know it is, but look at the blacks on it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. This is again from EC.
Yeah.
Weird Science.
Do you want to go through these quickly? Finish the book.
Yeah, we can pass through them. Some of them have covers in them, you know. But we can definitely finish this off. Another prehistoric story here. Nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's very Wood there.
Even though there's only sort of 5 or 6, maybe 7 panels per page, it looks really packed, doesn't it?
It's super packed, yeah. There's a lot happening, especially considering how comics are today, so decompressed and so wide open.
Yeah. This guy looks like Peter Parker now.
They're still running 2 up at this point. In the originals.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Imagine to capture all of this detail.
Imagine that on you all. Some of this stuff.
Yeah. Let's hope somebody's got that on their wall. Especially that panel is just gorgeous. All great stuff here. Definitely. Look at that. It's getting a little bit more open here. But he's still really detailed. Nice dinosaur. Towards the end of the story here.
Look at that. He kisses her and she whacks him and then he kisses. I do love you. I do. Get your hands off me. Kiss me, don't kiss me. Look at that guy there, that dinosaur. It looks like a bloke, doesn't it? To the
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah. It's a guy in a Godzilla outfit. Sure.
Yeah.
But you know, they get away in the end. It's all good.
Great.
There's
Look
a
at there's
speed
that's
back across the myriad centuries. Yeah, he's in a time machine. Go ahead.
look at that panel in the center where it's whacking that guy. That's a real dynamo pose, isn't it? Where he's coming back towards you. There's that Godzilla guy in the background. He can't close his mouth because of his teeth.
Yeah.
He's starved to death because of his teeth. Brilliant.
Another Kenton of the Star Patrol.
Oh,
we'll cover those weird sciences soon.
Look at that. Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kenton of the Star Patrol.
Poor Kenton.
He gets in trouble, doesn't he? Oh, here we go. Madam Hydra's back again.
It's like the colorist got a little lazy here.
Yeah. Doesn't she look fantastic in that spandex thing?
Sure does. Wood does great spandex, though.
He does great women.
Yeah, great women.
He likes women.
Yep.
Mind you, he was married about 5 times, wasn't he? I think he had several wives.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. It's fantastic.
Yeah. It's all wood here. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I think it's all wood. Yeah. Clunk, clang.
Look at that face.
Look at those thigh-length boots he's got on. He looks like Frida from ABBA.
Yeah. Could at least fold him down like Captain America. Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah. Looks a bit... wow. Listen, they're singing a song. Girls out there in space. Oh, these must be the sirens, mustn't they?
Yeah, yeah. And now I'll make a dash for my ship. Now to get myself off of this place. Look, girls out there in space. And they're singing a song. Listen, they're singing a song. Captured in bubbles.
Look at the top left panel there on the last page. Look at the spacing in the word balloon right at the top on the left.
Here?
No, over on the left.
Oh, here?
No, center. Right, the last page, top panel. Look at the space of the.
Yeah.
Have they taken something out there, haven't they?
Yeah, they did. I was able to pretend to be frozen. Blank space. Fool the girls and get me on the pedestal. But now it's time to go into action. Yeah. Yeah, there was some different verbiage used here that they went through and edited back out, I'm sure.
Yeah. Maybe it fell off.
Could be. Well, maybe.
Oh.
Everything turned out good in the end, though. Yeah.
And now he's got his cowboy suit on now in the last panel.
Yeah. Got his buckskin on.
Yeah. Look at that lighting on that Captain Science cover there. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Great stuff. Vampires, truth or fiction? Exciting science fiction adventure stories. Airspace detective.
Yeah.
Classic stuff.
Opium smugglers. Look at
Convenient metal band. Right there.
Yeah.
Strategic nudity in action. Opium smugglers of Venus, bandits of the stairways, the trail to the asteroid hideout. We looked through that entire issue.
Yeah.
Vampires of the Void.
Rod Hathaway.
The Lost Kingdom of Athala. Astounding science fiction fantasies in strange world. There's some great weird science covers, and that was on the inside front there. Strange Worlds cover.
Fantastic. He just wants to draw gorgeous girls, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Gorgeous girls and bug-eyed monsters.
Yeah.
More weird science, another Strange Worlds. There you are.
That's fantastic.
That's spandex. Yeah. Great stuff.
That's amazing.
We definitely have to look at the weird science stuff here soon.
Yeah. Look at all the machinery as well. That's typical Wood, isn't it? All those round dials he does, and the pipes.
So. Yep.
Fantastic.
Very Wood. Weird science fantasy, incredible science fiction. It's a classic cover right there. Space Detective. Number 2. Batwomen of Mercury. We missed that story. Metal Murderers of Mars and Slave Ship of Saturn. It's a Rod Hathaway. Captain Science. Here's a couple of Spirit section covers.
Oh, that one there on the bottom left looks like the Eisner one, doesn't it?
It is the Eisner ones, yeah.
Oh, right.
That's the Spirit sections here.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, of course. Yeah, I can see that. I can see the logo now. Yeah.
The Shark Pirates of Pisces. Yeah.
Look at
that monster.
Fantastic.
That's great. Fantastic. Yeah. Great
Brilliant.
Stuff. The Executioner. This is all wood here. Look at all that background.
Yeah.
Just great. Great stuff. It's the Executioner. Journey into Mystery, number 39.
Wow.
Must be Atlas. Timely Atlas book here.
The faces are wood now, aren't they?
Yeah.
That we knew in Daredevil and Thunder.
Yeah, 1956. Knew it. Yeah, he's gotten along quite a bit here at this point. This is pure wood here, right at his peak.
Wow.
And Sky Masters.
Sky Masters, yeah.
Sky Masters of the Space Force.
On top of Kirby.
Yep.
Fantastic. Could you imagine New Gods if they'd got Wally Wood and John Romita to ink it?
Would have been crazy.
I mean, Royer is fantastic.
Yeah.
But it would have been
just great.
Even better with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really tight now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this was a comic strip too that they cut into comic book pages.
Yeah.
These are like Sunday strips that they cut in. Just superior stuff.
Dick Ayers had a good run on Sky Masters as well, didn't he?
Later on, I think Wood and Kirby did it for a short period together, and then I think it was Wood and Ayers came in.
Yep. Dr. Royer.
Yeah. Definitely Kirby here.
Yeah, you can say the poses and the faces
really
the same, aren't they?
Yep. It's here as well.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Kirby with Wood's inking and shadows on it and stuff. Wow.
Yeah.
Just great material.
Look at that tank as well. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, you were just saying that we haven't done Kirby in a while. So
maybe we should do Sky Masters. Look at that.
I've got them. They're not in color. They don't look like this though. This is really pretty. The coloring on this is amazing. I think whoever colored these did a really good job.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
They looked at it.
Yeah. that was it. That's the book. Strange Worlds of Science Fiction, published by Vanguard. It's still available over on Amazon. So if you enjoyed this book, go over there and buy it. Show them some love. It's a great, great book to have. Some phenomenal wood. Almost every story is a lesson in sequential art, comic storytelling. So hope you enjoyed it. We loved showing it off. We love showing off this kind of stuff. These are the people that inspire us to do great work as well. So we're glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. And Glenn, again, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on these shows on Fridays and Sundays with Randy and other people. If you go to New Haven Publishing or Amazon, you'll be able to pick up my book about Jack Kirby. If you go to fundmycomic.com, you'll be able to maybe pick up a copy of this Hatch annotated book. Hatch is my character. This details his origins and all that kind of thing. And on Amazon, you can also get my magazine, Comics Unlimited, which has articles and artwork about comics, surprisingly enough. But if you just put my name into Google, you'll see what I do. I've got lots of books on Amazon, different subjects. Check it out.
All right. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. We do this every Friday morning, 5 a.m., usually with a few more people. We look over the great stuff. We're archived over at the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel, over at the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel as well. So go over there and take a look. If you enjoyed this program, there is a part 1 as we looked at the front part of the book, and a lot more programming over there, and there's a lot more to come. We've got a lot more to show you every Friday morning here at 5 a.m. and then also on Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m. at the Indie Comics Network, Comic Book Black Belt, Randy Zim channels over on where's the book? Over on the Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you can find me. The program's probably running. On Sunday, we're going to be going over Planet Comics from the 1940s. Earlier than the 50s. If you thought this stuff was schlocky, wait until you see this stuff. This is great material. Old style space operas. You know, the menaces on Mars and Venus. All sorts of great material there for us to look through, and we'll do that on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. So we hope that you'll stop by then. The Sunday Funnies. We'll hopefully see you there. So other than that, you know, read alternative and independent comics, especially ours. You can find my work over at arrowcomics.store. The Shadow Kingdom campaign is officially done. We're waiting for the book to come out of the printers over here on this side of the world. Over in England, they've already gotten their books distributed. And there's even a review or two up on YouTube talking about how great the book is. And we deeply appreciate those as well. And thank you so much, folks, for doing that. We deeply appreciate it. The folks here in the States and Canada, you'll get your copies real soon. They're just getting out of the printer. We're approving the proof this weekend. They'll probably be on the press next weekend, and hopefully we'll have them in your hands very shortly. So can't wait for you to see it. Can't wait for you to read it. Folks, buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. If you love this art form like we do, go around and tell people in a positive light. There's way too much trolling and negativity out there, especially in the so-called social platforms. And the art form deserves a lot more respect and a lot more positivity than it's been getting lately. So go over there and please do that. You know, go visit your local retailer if you can. Go ahead, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm going to say check out fundmycomic.com. There's lots of good stuff on there. Just give yourself 10 minutes to go through it, and there's some really good stuff on there.
It's crazy, and I kick myself all the time on some of the campaigns that I've missed out on that went through Fund My Comic, like Bronze Star, and there's a number of things that I should have bought in on that I didn't, and I'm going to regret that, I'm sure. But there's a lot of just phenomenal sequential art over at fundmycomic.com. go over and check those out. You'll see some Arrow comics over there as well. Our AR-13L is still over there. The Little Mermaid is available. That's I think they passed 20,000 on their campaign. Can't wait for that book to be out as well. And there's more stuff, a lot more stuff to come. So go over there and check those out. Soul Tack is available over there, and you'll see a bunch of more Arrow products here in the upcoming months. So, and if not, go over to arrowcomics.store and look at that material. Buy HeroBot Zero. We have a couple of issues of Spank the Monkey available over there, only on digital, that are freshly colored from when I did them before as Arrow Comics way back when, and they still hold up. They're still funny, and I'm really proud of the coloring job I did on those too. So go over there and take a look at those. I think that's it, folks. Take a look at the Indie Comics Network, their variety of programming. Well worth. There's always something over there to listen to and watch, especially if you're working. And have a great weekend. So I'm going to be writing. I'm going to be writing all weekend for Russ for the Atlantean. I've got the plot. I'm going to be breaking that down into pages.
You've really set yourself up for that one, haven't you?
I did. Oh, I was. Yeah, it took me a while to get the plot down to where I was happy with it. So because it's kind of intimidating having to follow literally the guy who created the art form or the genre. So
all you do is just jump in there and see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
No talking dogs. So that's cool.
No talking dogs.
I was thinking about elves and hobbits, but no, wrong thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, nope. Anyway, folks, again, have a great weekend. Love this art form. If you love this art form, give comics as a gift. Spread that love around. Stop spreading that negativity. On our way out the door, we want to remind you of the immortal words of Groucho Marx, who says, getting older is no problem. You just have to live long enough. There you go. Folks, again, deeply appreciate you being here. Come back and see us again. We'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed yourself as much as we did. We love this material. I'm telling you. Take care, everyone.
See ya.
Well, we'll see you soon. Hopefully Sunday. Some great Planet comics to look at. Take care, everyone.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
Hey kids, you want to see some great comics? It's Comic Book Show and Tell twice a week. Comics by Night every Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern. And the Sunday Funnies every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel.
Void where prohibited, not available with any other offers. Side effects may include loss of boredom and a sudden urge to read more comics. Check with your doctor if a sudden rash appears.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with the...
If you look at something and there's nothing there, what's the difference of figuring out what it was in the first place?
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce.